East Tournament semifinals. First title game in the history for Marquette University since joining the league in 2005-2006, so congratulations to the Golden Eagles. Second consecutive year that the number 2 seed was eliminated prior to the title game, and Marquette is the first 3 seed to advance to the Big East Championship since 2012. And we have a few other notes that we'll get to a little bit later on as well. And Marquette, of note as well, now 5-0 against teams ranked in the top 25 this season. So joining us now, we have head coach Carolyn Keeger, also student athletes Danielle King and Imani Wilborn. We'll do an opening statement from coach first, then we'll open it up to questions for the student athletes, and then we'll excuse them and open it up to questions for coach. If you do have a question, just raise your hand. We have a wireless microphone. Pam has it. We'll get it over to you. But first, an opening statement from coach. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. First thing is I cannot give enough credit to my players and my staff for how much this team has matured in a year. I mean, that was fantastic to watch them weather that storm, make every right play down the stretch. And I can't say enough about these two guards sitting next to me and how much they've matured, and not even in a year, just from the beginning of the season. You know, they look like veterans out there, make my job easier, but that was a great environment, that was fun, and I could not be more proud of my players and staff.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much. Again, we'll open it up now to questions for the student athletes. And just raise your hand and we'll get the microphone over to you. We'll start in the front row right here.
Brian Boyle, Marquette Wire. What does it mean to you guys to be playing for a Big East title this year?
Amani, you want to answer that one first?
Especially on our home floor, I think it means the most to us. We've been talking, this is one of our steps. We've been talking about this since the beginning of the season, so it's just exciting being a part of and actually playing in a championship game this year.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I think it's an amazing feeling. Like, I still feel jittery about it.
Your coach said before this tournament started that you guys are playing without really any pressure. Is that how you guys feel when you're out there, especially in a game like this where it meant so much to advance?
Yeah, I think so. I think we play better when we just play free and play our game and we're up-tempo and we don't have much to worry about because, you know, we don't have much to lose. We have to prove everybody else.
Yeah, just knowing we always got each other back, that's a big part of it too.
When you guys were looking at improving 2 months later from the first matchup with this team, I wondered if you looked at cutting down their good passing. I think they had 28 assists or 26 assists in the first game. Seemed like you guys really wanted to get in the passing lane too. Was that part of your defensive strategy, or were you looking at something else for this game?
Well, we know that they like to score in the paint a lot. A lot of people take away the three most of the time, but they get a lot of passes off those back cuts and face cuts, so we try to limit that.
Danielle and Imani, I guess, you know, coming in playing Creighton, they like to take away, you know, the strengths of your team and kind of make the other players beat them. What was the plan of attack for you two coming in, knowing that, you know, things would probably be tougher for Natisha and Blockton and those players?
I think just playing our game, regardless of what their defensive scheme are, just keep playing our game and doing what we know we're best at.
It's probably odd thinking, seeing so much space to create. I mean, how do you know when to pull the trigger, where to create, and things like that? Like, how do you get into the flow of the game?
Just like what we work on in practice, like we work on pull-ups and stuff a lot, so taking the open space that they give us and be confident and knock down shots.
Megan O'Brien with the Big East Digital Network. The second consecutive game, you guys scored 46 points in the paint. What made you guys so effective in getting open lanes and driving to the hoop?
I think just being confident in our athleticism, just knowing most of the players on our team can out-jump a lot of players, so out-jump them and just take the contact and go right in.
This is more of a generic question, but how much, you know, playing in your home court, how much was that an advantage for you? Maybe even just walking here or not stressing out about where you had to be. Was that a factor for you guys, too, playing at the L?
Yeah, the energy here is great, and we love our fans and all the support we get. We just feed off of them every game.
You guys are the first Marquette team to make it to the Big East Championship. What does that mean for you guys as players to be that initial group from this university to get there?
It's a great feeling.
Yeah. Just trying to leave our mark, just make memories and seize the moment.
All right, final question for the athletes.
I know earlier this week and leading up to the tournament, you guys had an opportunity to speak to some alums, even some that were on the first ever women's basketball team at Marquette. How did that impact you guys heading into the tournament, that it's more than just about the people on the team?
It's inspiring because they saw the potential that they have in us, that we have, and we just like to go out and show that it's been a legacy down the line, that it's been great basketball here in Marquette, and we just continue.
Great. Ladies, thank you very much. We'll let Danielle and Amani skip town here back to the locker room, and then we'll open it up to questions for Coach. Before we get to that, of note, as Megan alluded to, a 46-26 edge, points in the paint for Marquette, 17-0 in points off turnovers, edge for Marquette, and 22-0 fast break points, edge to Marquette as well. We'll open it up to questions now for head coach. We'll start in the front row.
How fast is Danielle, and how tough? I mean, I know. Can you even measure that? Do you even have any idea? Obviously, she's very tough, but she's the oxygen to the brain for this team. How fast, or how much is she a key?
It's her tempo and her speed is like nothing I've seen before. And I kind of talked about this yesterday, but I think last year our team was learning how to keep up with her, and this year they've really learned how to play off each other, and I think that's the biggest difference. And now she's learning when to go full speed, when to change her pace, and she's becoming, a phenomenal point guard for us, and I love her growth.
Coach, it looked like, I asked the players this, but it looked like you had a plan of attack from the jump as far as how Creighton might defend, your top scorers, and Danielle looked like she was ready to kind of execute that game plan. What did you have drawn up for them from the start?
Well, we knew the past two games that they played off Danielle and Amani. We knew they were going to come in and do that again, and just trying to get them confident and understand that they're just as capable as anybody else on our team, to stay confident, take the open shot, and to just let them know that if they're the open one on the floor, that's the Marquette shot. We have 5 people on the floor at any given time that can score, and I think I've talked to some people about this. At the beginning of the year, I felt like we ran a lot of the offense through Alizé, and everybody thought that she had to score 27 points. Now, she's capable of doing that every night, but on the flip side, now we have other people that are stepping up, and that's the, I think, best part about our team is any given possession, somebody else can step up and knock down a shot, and that's how I think we're evolving as a team.
How does it feel to be going into a championship game against a team you beat twice in the regular season?
We don't know that.
We don't know yet, yeah.
We don't know that.
Either way, it's going to be fun.
Nice.
You said that you were proud of your girls, for your women, for withstanding the pressure at the beginning. Why were they able to do that? I mean, what do you think the mindset was for them to kind of relax into their game?
I think we've learned that our team is at their best when they're relaxed, and I've learned that as a coach. I think I'm learning how to coach them as well. So pregame, all week, we're just talking about confidence, and for them to kind of have me let them know that it's okay. Let's just relax and let's have fun. Let's pretend the score's tied the whole possession or every single possession. And I think they just have bought into that, have bought into having fun and playing for each other. We had a motto that our goal was to get Michaela Jens to the NCAA tournament for the last 3 weeks, and it's been really neat to see the team just kind of rally around their senior and play for her.
What was the game plan to slow them down on the glass? They seemed to be grabbing a lot of rebounds in the first half, but the second half it seemed a lot more even.
I just challenged them. I said, if we can out-rebound Georgetown yesterday, we got to do the same thing today. And I think they took that to heart the second half. But what I'm really proud of is in the first 2 games, they scored 80 points in the paint versus us. Tonight they scored 26 points, and I think our team did a fantastic job sticking to the game plan. They hit those 4 threes early, and they looked at us a little panicked. We're okay. Let's stick to it, and it worked. And I'm just really proud of my team for sticking with it and knowing personnel and really packing the paint.
Got time for a few more.
Just you mentioned a little bit about it on the defensive end. I mean, they got 15 quick on you, and then they finished with 65 and became very one-dimensional, I mean, Faber kind of only took 1 shot in the fourth quarter. How did the defense kind of just suck the life out of them?
Well, that's an interesting question because I've never had to answer one where defense was the answer for us. So that means we're growing and evolving, right? But no, I mean, from the moment we lost last year against Seton Hall, every start to every practice has been defense. And so I called a timeout tonight, and I got into the team in the huddle, and I said, can you believe it? Defense is winning this game. And the big smiles on their face. So they're proud of their progress on the defensive end too. But I think it's maturity, it's growing up, it's understanding how important help side defense is, not just ball pressure. And It's that's the hardest, I think, part of the game for freshmen to learn is help side defense, and you can see how quickly these sophomores has adjusted to that.
Getting to the Big East championship game, what does this mean for the program?
It's huge. I mean, the biggest thing is I'm just excited for my players. They've earned it. They trusted us. They trusted in the process. The first 2 years were hard. We knew that we had talent. We knew we had potential, and we had to weather the storm. And I'm just, this is for the administration. This is for our players. This is for my staff. And like I said, we're going to enjoy this moment because we fought and we've worked really, really hard to get here.
Coach, just 4 turnovers for your team. What does that say about this group that, a majority of them are sophomores, that they were able, to take care of the basketball in such a hostile environment that, this game meant so much?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, 17-0 in point off of turnovers, right? So that's saying that we're maturing, I think. We're confident with the ball, especially the way we lost the Creighton game last time at their home floor was because of turnovers. And so in, a month to have fixed that and to have confidence down the stretch, that says a lot about our toughness.
All right, Marquette to the final. Coach, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.